What's up, everybody? Welcome to Don't Give Up with Jacob. Today, I have a special guest joining me on my show today. Say hello to Brian Colletto. And
Hello,
here
everyone.
he is.
Thank you
So,
so
Brian,
much, Jacob.
no problem. So, Brian, welcome to my show. I'm so glad to have you as a special guest today.
Thank you so much for having me, Jacob.
No problem. All right, so I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions that you need to answer for me.
Okay.
All right, so the first question I have for you is, how does having autism affect you? Like, how does it make you feel?
Well, these days it makes me feel empowered, but in the past, I used to have some feelings of being sorry for myself. Um, but I feel empowered by it because now that I know um, what my challenges are and where my strengths are with it, um, that it's it's easier for me to not totally easy, but it's easier for me to do what I need to do in order to thrive with autism.
All right, and now I'm gonna ask you, what do you do when things get hard for you? Like when you start to feel angry, upset, frustrated, or even stressed?
Well, um, I may not be the best person for this advice, but so sometimes there is once in a while where I do have a meltdown of some sort. I don't yell as much as I used to. Um,
Good.
I I do I do go into quiet spaces to process feelings about the situation. Um, I do think that because of my advocacy and because my mom does see my videos, that there's better things in place to help me be able to deal with those kinds of things. So it's all a learning process for the family and me.
Then sounds pretty good. And now I'm gonna ask you, have you ever had an experience with bullying and what was it like and how did you feel about it?
Yes, yes. I dealt with that stuff primarily in elementary school, um, and it it wasn't a good feeling. I mean, I struggled a lot with friendships in school, Jacob. Um,
You hear that?
yeah. So, but yeah, it was kids could be cruel, and
Yeah, I
luck,
agree.
yeah. Um, although I will say that most of my former classmates respect me now, so um, it's all good.
Yeah, glad to hear that. And I definitely understand that kids can be cruel sometimes, which is pretty tough for me as well.
Hmm.
All right, so now I'm gonna ask you, what do you like doing for fun?
So what I like doing for fun, I do like to work out. It's both fun and necessary, but beyond that, I like to go to street fairs um, and networking events. Those are among my greatest fun things to do.
All right, that sounds pretty fun. All right,
Yes.
so now I'm gonna ask you, how do you get along with other people, like maybe some of your workmates, and make friends?
So, um, well, I'm in a very comfortable work environment. Um, you know, I have different levels of friendship with everybody. So, I I don't like to uh, degrade anybody in that regard. Um, I I get along with 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 the other staff at my workplace. Um, there is a boundary though because I work with uh, other special needs individuals who are clients, so they're on a lower level. So like I'm more of an authority to them.
Right? I also want to ask you, what do you do for work?
So I am a marketing administrator and production assistant for a nonprofit that provides job placement and vocational training for all kinds of special needs adults 21 and over in our area. The marketing part is I run our LinkedIn and Facebook pages and do community outreach. The production assistant is setting up hand assembly work for our clients that are in the extended employment program, which is different from the job coaching program. Extended employment is getting paid by piece rather than uh, working an hourly wage job. And I also assist with payroll and entering those clients' statistics in for each day between how much time and how many pieces they produced.
That sounds pretty cool. So, how does it feel to have autism? Do you like having autism?
Yes, yes, actually, I like it now. I used to not like it, but I do like it now because it's a different perspective and also because it's the only thing I have and I'm able to be verbal and I have the mild type. Although there are plenty of nonverbal people who thrive with autism as
That's
well.
right. There isn't
Um,
really.
so, um, but you know, I mean, I know that not everybody on the spectrum would say that they enjoy having it, especially if they have other challenges besides autism. So
Yeah.
I kind of say that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to you there. I actually like having autism as well because I can remember stuff very well and think differently than other people do. But however, it does get pretty tough at times. Like, there's some things I can't control when I have autism, like I usually like to clap randomly, and I'm also very energetic. And when some other people tell me to stop, it I just can't really help it because of my autism. And when I'm in school, I also feel like I'm being rushed and it's hard for me to focus because I'm thinking of many other things when I should be doing my work, and that's pretty hard for me. But other than that, I think having autism is very cool. Don't you agree?
Yeah, are you in college?
No, I'm a freshman in high school, which means I'm in ninth grade.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Um, wow. You seem like way ahead of me. But
Yeah,
I'm I'm in my mid 30s, so
all right.
I'm not that young. But yeah, I mean, I've never had a clapping issue like that, but I I have had hand flapping. Although these days I make hand flapping into air basketball. So that's kind of my way of showing excitement.
Okay
Uh,
then. All right, that's it. Thank you for coming on my show today, Brian. I'm so glad I could get to talk to you and ask you some questions today.
yes, thank you for having me. And by the way, go Yankees. I see your hat there. Uh, yeah, I'm
Thanks.
a Yankees fan also.
Cool. All right, that's it. Thanks for coming on my show today. Maybe we could do another video in the future. How would you like that?
Yeah, we could do that in the future.
All right, sounds cool.